Hey, we're looking at infinite limits. We've got our function here, f of x is equal to x squared over x squared minus 9. Now this looks just like the previous problem that I just got through doing, except there's 1 in the denominator or numerator. This time we are going to look at when x approaches negative 3. So if I was to take negative 3 and do a direct substitution, plugging it directly into this, we'd end up getting negative 3 squared is a positive 9, and then if you take negative 3, plug it in the denominator, you get negative 3 squared is 9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. So that doesn't help out. And we need to figure out what's going on coming in from the left and from the right at negative 3. So what I'm going to do here is, first off, since I can, I'm going to factor the denominator. Alright, so as you can see, if I take negative 3 and plug it in over here, this is where the problem is occurring. This is negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Okay, so this is where my 0 is occurring right here. So I thought I would just add that. Alright, well, we're going to take a look at the limit as x approaches negative 3 coming in from the left-hand side of negative 3. And I'm claiming that the graph is going to positive infinity. And if we looked at negative 3 coming in from the right, I'm claiming that it's going to negative infinity. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at it coming in from the right-hand side of 3, which I'm doing here. I'm coming in from the right-hand side at 3. So that means I'm going to go 3.1, negative 3.1. And it's approximately 15.75. So since this is a positive number, it's a good indication it's going to positive infinity. But let's get a little closer to negative 3 coming in from the right. So we do negative 3.01, and it's approximately 150.75. I just rounded to 2 decimal places. I don't know. I thought that was sufficient enough. And then what about negative 0.001? What is that? What's happening there? And as you can see, it's positive 1500.75. So this thing is increasing, coming in from the right hand side, or I shouldn't say it's actually increasing. I got to be careful about saying increasing and decreasing because those terms are different later on. But the value is getting larger coming in from the right hand side. I may have loosely been talking about increasing and decreasing earlier, so be careful. It's just real loose. I'm talking loosely about that kind of stuff. We define it a little bit more later on. Anyway, so we can see that this is going to positive infinity, and I'll show a graph here in just a minute. Now we're going to look at it. Let me scoot the graph over. Okay, now let's look at it coming in from the left-hand side. Actually, if I messed this up, I'm coming in from the right-hand side here at negative 2.9. That would be coming in from the right-hand side. This is coming in from the left-hand side. I may have been saying the right-hand side and these guys up here, and I apologize for that. We're coming in, we're on the real axis, we're on the x-axis, let's say, and approaching 3, coming in from the right-hand side. I'm confusing myself here. Let's see, 3.1 be coming in from the left-hand side, and we said that it was going to positive infinity. Right, and that would be this guy right here. Okay. Anyway, this we're coming in from the right-hand side, and as you can see, it's a negative number and another negative, right? And you can see that this is going to negative infinity. Okay, negative 2.999 coming in from the right, and negative 1499.25. So we can clearly see that this is going to negative infinity. Let's look at the graph. Okay, so this time we're over here, and we're talking about approaching negative 3. Now coming in from the left, you can see the graph is going up to positive infinity, and coming in from the right hand side, which we say the positive side, it's going to negative infinity, and that's what we demonstrated that numerically.